Hello! Today we are going to talk about Validyne's model P365 high pressure transducer. The P365 transducer is rugged, available in a wide variety of differential pressure ranges, and operates at up to 10,000 psig static pressure. The P365 provides standard output signals, accepts liquids and gases, and provides outstanding performance over wide temperature ranges. This video will describe the many features of the P365 and provide details about its capabilities. Here is a more detailed look at the P365. The first thing to notice about the P365 is that it is small and compact. You can see the dimensions shown, roughly 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 4.5 inches overall. There are 3 mounting holes on the corner of the base plate for easy installation. You can also see that the P365 consists of 2 parts, a pressure sensor and an electronics housing. The standard pressure port for the P365 is 1/8 inch national pipe thread. A 5/16 straight threaded port is available as an option. In the differential model shown here, the P365 will have 2 1/8 inch pressure ports on each side of the sensor body. These are marked plus and minus. The sensor body will have the complete model number and serial number of the transducer etched onto the top for easy reference. There is also a label on top of the electronics housing that has the wiring information for that particular transducer. The pin connections for the power and signal are identified here. The electrical connector is mounted on the rear of the housing and is typically an Amphenol PT02A 6-pin military-style connector. The mating connector is available from Validyne and is ordered separately. Zero and span controls used for adjusting the output signal are found on the rear of the electronics housing next to the connector shell. They are marked with a Z for zero and an S for span. Note there are gaskets at the sensor and connector surfaces to make this a weatherproof enclosure. The P365 is available in a wide variety of pressure ranges, especially low differential pressure ranges, while operating at up to 10,000 psig of static pressure. The P365 can be ordered with the differential and gauge pressures as low as 0 to plus or minus 8 psi differential. With an accuracy of 0.5% and an optional accuracy of 0.25%, the P365 is ideal for measurement of very low differential pressures at high static pressures. The P365 is also available in pressure ranges as high as 0 to 10,000 psi, and these can be used to measure extreme hydraulic pressures. Although there are 17 different full-scale pressure ranges for the P365, from plus or minus 8 psi differential all the way up to plus or minus 10,000 psi differential, the P365 can also measure gauge pressures as high as 10,000 psig. Every P365 can withstand static line pressures of up to 10,000 psi on both ports. This means a low-range P365 can be used to measure small pressure drops in a high-pressure system. The P365 is also available with the most commonly specified output signals. The standard output is 0 to plus or minus 5 VCD over the plus or minus full-scale pressure range. This can be offset so that the minus full-scale pressure is indicated by 0 volts DC, 0 pressure by plus 2.5 volts DC, and plus full-scale pressure by plus 5 volts DC. Voltage outputs are also available with isolation from the power supply. The P365 can be ordered with 4 to 20 mA outputs over 0 to plus full-scale pressure, and this is similarly available in an offset version where 4 mA equals minus full-scale pressure, 12 mA equals 0 pressure, and 20 mA equals plus full-scale pressure. The P365 will operate from any DC power source between 9 and plus 55 volts DC. Finally, there are new variants of the P365 with digital output capability, USB, CAN bus, and serial output options where pressure, temperature, calibration data, as well as the ability to set zero and span can all be done digitally. The P365 pressure transducer has been used in a wide array of applications, from core test applications to hydraulic systems, high-line low differential pressure applications, oil and gas research, tank level measurements, engine test stands, ground testing, and high static pressure applications. Like all Validyne pressure sensors and pressure transducers, the P365 does not contain any silicone or oil in the sensor cavity. This makes the P365 ideal for applications in extreme temperature environments. The P365 can operate at temperatures from -65 degrees Fahrenheit to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. We offer two options for temperature compensation. The standard is 0 degrees Fahrenheit to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and an optional wide range of -65 degrees Fahrenheit to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. The result is that the total error, including temperature effects and sensor error, is just 0.5% FS for the standard operating range. The low displacement volume of the P365 sensor allows it to be used for fast dynamic pressure measurements. The P365 will respond to changes in pressure of up to 80 Hz without distortion. This is a response time of just 3 milliseconds, and the response is even faster for liquid systems. The electronics are similarly designed to pass frequencies of up to 250 Hz, making the P365 ideal for transient studies and piping systems. In summary, the P365 is a compact, robust pressure transducer that is available in a wide variety of pressure ranges, from units with full-scale pressure of just plus or minus 8 psi differential, up to high pressure sensors for plus or minus 10,000 psid or 10,000 psig gauge. The P365 is available with a wide variety of standard signal types, 0 to 5 volts DC, 4 to 20 mA, as well as the offset calibrations and isolated output types. In addition, there are new variants of the P365 that include USB and RS-485 digital interfaces. The P365 is digitally corrected for high performance over wide operating temperature ranges, and the P365 has a very fast response, making it suitable for dynamic pressure measurements. I hope this short overview of the P365 has been helpful and that you will keep Validyne in mind for your pressure measurement needs. Thanks for watching and listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon below to stay updated on the latest in pressure technology.